Good morning, and welcome back to An Angel's Life RV edition. So, yesterday I posted some videos about some movies and some books that I have for sale, and mentioned that I was trying to get down to one storage unit so that we were saving some extra money, particularly because there had been some unexpected expenses with the move that was eating into our savings for our home. And so this was one of the places that we were trying to cut back with. And I got a couple of messages asking if some of the unexpected expenses were related to RV living, and if so, what those were. So that is a great question. Yes, some of the expenses were related to moving into the RV. I think the top expense that we had was getting a topper for the mattress, because the mattress in the back was like sleeping on a board with a couple of blankets. So it was very uncomfortable. That was one of our first big expenses. And then it's been little expenses here and there. We've had to buy storage space things to kind of maximize the space that we have available in the RV, command hooks, so that we can hang things up, so that we can keep things organized and make it a little bit easier to function. And then I think one of the things that has been the most unexpected expense is the cost of food. We're eating far less than we were before, but because we can't buy in bulk anymore because the fridge is just too small, and there's like no freezer space, the Portax is rough. I forgot how rough the Portax is. But yeah, when you have to buy smaller sizes of things, it's actually more expensive. So that's been an unexpected expense. And then also the frequency with which we had to eat out, especially at the beginning, because we didn't have all the tools that we needed. My mother-in-law had some really great stuff here that she allowed us to have access to. We had some pans, we had some a kitchen block, we had some dishes, sort of. They were a little odd, but anyway. And then a lot of breakable stuff, ceramic stuff that I was afraid, I know my family hand washing that, we're going to drop it and break it. So we ended up having to buy some new dishes, and we ended up having to get things like a can opener. She didn't have a can opener. Just some little odds and ends that we couldn't wait a month or more to get through the stuff in the storage unit to figure out where the things were that we needed. So that was extra expenses that we weren't expecting. Things like we had to buy a chain and lock for the Traeger grill so that it was locked to the RV so that people can't just walk away with it. Same thing with the bike. We had to buy a special bike chain to lock it to the Mustang so that people wouldn't just walk away with it. So yeah, those are all little expenses that add up over time. But then of course, just the extra $150 a month for a second storage unit that we hadn't planned on. That's a lot of extra money. So anyway, those are just some of the expenses that you can look forward to when you're looking at RV living that you might not have thought of before. We certainly didn't, and my husband had been doing RV living research for years. He's been a little obsessed with the YouTube life. And yeah, so one of those things that nobody really talked about, and I didn't think about what we were going to need because my mother-in-law said, oh yeah, no, I've decked out our kitchen, we're good. And so I thought we would have everything, and yeah, it's just a can opener, and yeah, it's my fault I needed the extra dishes because I didn't want to break hers, because they're really nice dishes. She's very much a form over function person, which there's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, I'm not, and I didn't want to mess up her nice stuff. So anyway, yeah, those are just a few of the things. Oh, and then the unexpected expense that actually happened yesterday. Heidi is not allowed to cook on gas grills, and there's a reason why. Sorry, not gas grills, gas stoves. There's actually many reasons why I'm terrified of them, and that's been a conflict in our marriage. My husband's like, oh no, gas is so much better. I'm like, oh no, I've seen people lose their eyebrows to gas stoves, and that would be me. I would be that person. But anyway, yesterday I was cooking on the gas stove here in the RV, and even though there is a very big sign on the glass top that says that you're supposed to lift it first, I wasn't thinking. I was tired. It had been a long weekend, and I just cooked on the glass top. And then I saw the sign, and I was like, oh crap, no. I turned it off, and I was like, please don't shatter, please don't shatter. And then it shattered. So that's $189 that we weren't planning on expending, but we're gonna have to pay to replace that. No worries, mother-in-law. It's already ordered. We're replacing it, but there's little things like that. We had to do this. I don't know if I can show you out here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. So we have this. Oh, that one fell out of the window. Reflectix. That's how we're beating the heat. And the roll of Reflectix was not the cheapest. He did buy like the biggest roll that you can get at Lowe's though. So, because we figure we'll probably need to do it at our house too, because that's Arizona for you. And several of the houses that we were looking at, they had that. So, yeah, just little expenses here and there that prop up and make you go, oh, what do I need to do differently? Yeah. So, if you guys have any other questions about RV living, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below. And until next time, keep growing.